What's up, fuckers? What's happening? Gary here with the Q&A live for this month. Sorry it's so late. We haven't really had the time. We've been kind of crazy busy with everything, so haven't really had the time. The phone's actually not going to be able to stay up there because I'm going to need to be able to see what questions you ask if anybody tunes in. So the Q&A, the way the Q&A works, if anybody hops on, the way the Q&A works is you basically ask us whatever pool-related questions you have, and we will answer them to the best of our knowledge and ability. And hopefully we get you the answer that you're looking for. If we do not know the answer right away, we will get back to you. We will get the answer and we will get back to you. What we'll do is we have had people reach out to us. We've told them, hey, reach out to us after, like on Messenger or something like that, or even through text to Tammy, and we'll get them their answer off of here if we don't have the answer on here. So we will get you your answer one way or another. All right. So the whole reason we do this, guys, we started doing this because, in all honesty, the swimming pool service and repair industry, especially on the retail side, really it's on both service and retail, because I know a lot of service companies that are a joke right now, but the retail side is really given a lot of very, very bad information to you, the pool owners. And we are trying to cut down on that. We're trying to give you guys a medium to get the answers that you need without having to go through the pool stores. On here, I'm not going to name drop. We did a live name dropping one of the worst offenders, but it's a national chain. I can tell you that. One of the worst offenders is a national chain. So please be careful about who you're taking advice from when it comes to swimming pools, especially chemistry. Chemistry is a dying art in the swimming pool service and repair industry. So please keep that in mind. That's what we are here for. We're here to get you the answers that you need to your pool-related questions. All right. I myself have been in the pool industry, have been involved in the pool industry, mostly service and repair, but I have done retail. I have been on the construction end and the installation end of above grounds, and the construction end of some in-grounds. I didn't like the construction end, so I didn't stay with it. I see somebody, I'm going to have to keep this on me because somebody just... Oh. We can't do the live outside. Annie's here. So, no. I'm just going to do it up here. Anyway, so I myself have been involved in the swimming pool service and repair industry for 32 years this year. And I have seen a lot. Service and repair is my main love, I guess, of the industry. Where retail, I like retail, but I don't like being tied to a store. I didn't like being in a store. It's okay for a little while, like on the rainy days or cold days, but I much prefer being out in the field working on them. That comes from my automotive background as an auto mechanic. I just enjoy being out working on the filter systems and working on the pools, and that's just what I like. So I do enjoy what I do, which makes it even easier to have it as a business because I really enjoy what I do. Tammy's been in it now about 10 years, roughly. 10 year, 9, 10, somewhere. I lose track of time. But, so, she is very well versed in it. We will give you real world answers, and that's why we do these lives. That's why we do the Q&A lives. The Q&A lives is not for us, guys. There's 15 other things that her and I could do. We do this for you. We do this for the pool owners. And I really hope that you guys tune in and get something out of it. Because this is the place you're going to get the most honest and complete answers to your pool-related questions. All right, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell you like it is. Okay? I have actually witnessed, or I've actually gone to customers' houses and they've had a pool system, a filter that I thought was a piece of shit. And I've said, this is not great. I said, this is a piece of shit. I tell it like it is. I don't mince words. I don't pull punches. I don't sugarcoat shit. I tell you like it is. If I think your filter's a piece of shit, I'm going to tell you your filter's a piece of shit. If I hear your pump is a piece of shit, I'm going to tell you your pump's a piece of shit. That thing's fucked. You need a new one. I mean, I just tell you like it is. Like Tammy said, sometimes we are too honest. But you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, that right there is one of the main reasons we are in a lot of our customers' backyards. And our customers have grown accustomed to it, and that's one of the reasons we're in their backyards. They love it. They know we're not bullshitting them. And we keep it real. So, you know, that right there is one of the things that keeps us growing as a company, is the fact that we do keep it real. So, if anybody tunes in and you have questions, fire them out there. All right. I know this was kind of last minute. I put the ad up at 6:15 or something that we were going to do this live tonight. If people show up, cool. I'll give it a little bit. If people show up, cool. If not, I'll just end it early. But I know I didn't give you guys a lot of time. Next month, we should be better. We should be back on the 1st. It's just that this month we had so much going on, we didn't have time. Couldn't do it on the 1st. We tried to, actually. The 1st was Saturday, the day that we go up, and that was our Saturday that we go up to Latrobe for our Latrobe customer. And on the way back, we were doing it, and we had very, very slow signal. So we were doing it, but we ended it because we kept freezing up, and it was a pain. We were going through bad areas. So we just ended it, and now's the first time we really got a chance to be able to do it. So it is what it is. So this, if tonight works out, cool, awesome. If tonight doesn't, there's next month. All right. But we try to do these the 1st of every month. And we try to make sure you get about an hour so that, sometimes we go a little over. If we don't have that many questions, we'll cut it off early. But we try to get you all the answers to your pool questions that we can. Because you guys need real answers, and that's just not what the stores are giving you. Some of the things that you're being told out there, wow, and we've done lives on this. Some of the things you guys are being told out there, I don't know where they're even pulling this shit out of. Like, they're pulling it out of their ass. Some of the shit they're telling you about chemistry is, ridiculous. We actually had a pool company, national pool company, tell one of our old customers, we don't have them anymore because they turned out to be pains in the ass, but told one of our old customers who had a green pool, and we told them what to do. We told them to go get liquid chlorine to get started on clearing it up before we could get there. The manager of said store told the customer, well, I don't know why your pool company would tell you to do that. You don't need liquid chlorine. All you need to do is put chlorine tabs in the floaters and let them float around. Pool was green. Not going to do shit. So that's just one of the millions that we hear, and from that same company. Hate to say it, but you guys really got to be careful of who you're dealing with, who you're getting your information from. The other thing I don't recommend you do is, like Tammy said several times, I don't recommend you guys go into the groups on Facebook and ask, what did you do? What did you do? Because their problem, the solution to their problem may not work for you because they may have a different reason why they have that problem. All right, so their problem may stem from a different issue, and their fix for their pool may not be the same as yours. So that's not really a good idea because you could end up screwing things up worse. All right, keep that in mind. Facebook groups are really not the way to go. And some of the things that I see people telling people the Facebook groups, you don't want to take advice from people in the Facebook groups. Yeah, some of the things that I've seen in there for advice, I was like, and I don't even bother. I'm like, you're all pool pros out there. I'm not even going to bother. I know the right answer, but I'm not going to waste my time because people won't listen, and the other people think they know everything and are going to argue. It's the way it works. It's the way it always happens. And I don't have time for that shit. I'll give this another 10 minutes or so. If nobody logs on, I'm just going to end it. But, like I said, it was kind of short notice. So, hopefully next month we'll be able to do this on the 1st again. Like I said, we tried on the way home from Latrobe, but we just had bad areas, slow connections, and we were told we kept freezing up. So we're like, all right, end it. Weren't even going to try it. Yeah, what works for one pool may not work for another, which basically is what I said. And every pool does react differently to chemicals. It's funny because it sounds crazy to say that. And when I first got into pools, I was like, get the hell out of here. It really is. Every pool reacts differently to chemicals. You could have 2 pools put up the same day with the same truck of water, the same company putting the water in, built by the same company, and the same sunlight, the same everything, and they can react differently to chemicals. I've seen it happen. So, keep that in mind. What works for one won't necessarily work for another, or for yours. Like I said, you can have 2 totally different scenarios. You could have 2 green pools, and one's green because of low alkalinity, and one's green because of algae. If you try to treat the low alkalinity green like you're treating the algae green, you're just pissing money away. So, you could have a cloudy pool and have perfect chemistry. Let me say that one again. You could have a cloudy pool, but have perfect chemistry. Which means, and this has happened, we have had customers say, oh, I have a cloudy pool, and we tell them what to do. Like, well, my neighbor just dumped a whole bunch of chlorine in it. There was nothing wrong with your chlorine level. And they found that out. Now your chlorine's really high, and you wasted chlorine, but you're still cloudy. There's a situation for that. There's something to fix that. It's called flock. But since they didn't know about it, they're right away, oh, it needs chlorine. No, it doesn't. So that's why I'm saying don't follow the leader. Because a lot of the people in these Facebook groups are not pool professionals and they do not know chemistry. Some of them that have fixed their pools, from what they've told me that they've done, they've gotten very lucky. Okay, they didn't fix the underlying issue. They just happened to hit a sweet spot where it cleared it up. All right? So, trust me, been down that road for many, many years. Believe it or not, a lot of people actually get lucky with their pools. They don't realize it, but they get there. I've had people tell me, oh, I never test my water. I just put a little bit of pH increaser in it and some shock. Okay. You're getting lucky, but okay. If that works for you, man, go for it. If that's what works for you, cool. But when you have a problem, you're going to come calling me, and I'm going to tell you that what you're doing is the reason why you're having the problem. Plain and simple. May work for short term. Well, it is what it is. If they ask questions, we'll find out who it is. But yeah, if you have pool problems, guys, do yourselves a favor. Don't guess. Don't go into the Facebook groups and think you're going to get all the answers, because you're not. Don't guess. Whatever you do, don't, especially with chemistry, do not guess. It's the worst thing you could do for your pool is guess at what's going to solve your problem, what your issue is. You could potentially make it worse. You could potentially make it dangerous. Pool chemicals are not something that should be mixed. All right, some chemicals can be mixed, not mixed, but put in at the same time. Some cannot. All right? So you really got to be careful with that. Yeah, call a pool professional. Let us handle it. All right? Anyway, if you have questions, guys, fire them out there. That's what we're on here for. If you have pool-related questions, fire them out there. That's what we're on here for. We're on here to give you your answers that you need to the best of our ability. That way you get real answers. I keep having slow connection, and I don't know why, because I'm sitting right next to the router. One thing I will say is closings and our winter season, which is our winter service, our winter maintenance, and winter repairs and upgrades are all booking. So there's going to be, I don't think Tammy sent it out yet. There's going to be, hopefully within the next day or two, there's going to be a newsletter going out to all of our regular customers. There'll be a newsletter going out with the information that is their booking. So if you need a sand change, if you want your motor changed out, you want plumbing done, you want your filter replaced, you want shit like that. On above grounds, you want your system changed out and or hard plumbed. You want your skimmer box changed. You want your top rails and caps changed. You need, a ladder, get ready to put a ladder in or whatever. Stuff like that is what we kind of do in the winter. That way we stay working and we can get your stuff done so you don't have to wait for next season to open. The other thing we do is we do winter maintenance. The winter maintenance consists of a visit from us once a month, twice a month if you would like. That's every other week. But once a month is usually good enough. We visit your pool. We check your chlorine level. If you need chlorine, if you call us before you get the service and we close your pool, we get your pool ready for the service so that we can get to like floaters. We know where to take the cover off if you're putting a cover on the pool. Some of our winter services don't even cover their pools and they stay crystal clear. So that is an option. But we visit once a month. We check your chemical. We check your chlorine. We don't look at anything else. We just look at your chlorine. If you need tabs put in the floaters, we'll put them in. If you need liquid chlorine, we'll put liquid chlorine in, but we keep your pool clear and blue all winter. We take as many leaves out as we can until you have too much ice on the top to where we can't get into the water with our pole and our net. But basically, the winter maintenance service, we guarantee your pool will open up blue. It may have some stuff on the bottom that we have to vac up, but it will open up blue. It will not be green, will not be brown, will not be black. It'll open up blue. All right. Every one that we have done for the past 2 or 3 years now, we've been doing this. Every one we've done has opened up blue and beautiful. Some of them just needed a little vac. Others didn't need anything. Well, no, we vac'd all of them. We vac them no matter what. Because there's always a layer of dust. Always. It does. Sometimes they don't look like it, but there is always a layer of dust when you open them. But those services are booking. They're starting to book now. So don't wait, because we're going to start booking up quicker. And the more closings we get, the more we're going to book up for the winter services and the winter repairs and upgrades. All right, so make sure you get on schedule, guys. Don't wait. Seriously, don't wait. We tell everybody, don't wait. Get on ASAP. We're telling you now because we know how the industry goes. This is we're cruising into August right now. September, we already have a couple bookings for closings. We have at least one. All right, so don't wait. Sorry, I'm taking my shoes off so I can get comfortable. Yeah, I don't know why I keep having this slow connection. Not gonna lie, it's kind of pissing me off. If you have questions, guys, fire them out there. It's why I'm on here. It's the way you're going to get real answers. And like I said, I know, yeah, it just keeps popping up on the bottom of the screen like it does. It says slow connection. So, it is what it is. Ugh. Like I said, I know this was late notice that we were doing this. I had this idea probably around 4 o'clock. Yes, I did. I changed it to my slippers. So, yes. The answer would be yes. I did do this on late notice. Like, I only thought about this when we got home from work. I thought about doing the Q&A live. I was like, maybe tonight's a good idea. And I didn't realize that it was already like 6 o'clock. So I put the ad up. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people don't even know that I'm on. And that's fine. I get it. I'll plan better next time. Should have maybe done it tomorrow night and advertised it for tonight. It is what it is. Didn't think that far ahead. My bad. The next time we do it, the first of next month, we'll make sure we're a little bit more prepared, and I'll put the ads out. But I didn't want to not do it at all. I wanted to at least have a live going so that people could get on. Brenda Garner. Sorry, Garner. I don't know why I said Garner. Yes, actually, Brenda, that's actually a very good question. As a matter of fact, that's a really good question. Yes, the liquid solar covers work. I do recommend them. The nice thing about the liquid solar covers is they don't mess with your chemistry. They don't mess with you. They basically blanket the top of the pool. Basically what they are. Now, this is not exactly what they are, but they are based off of isopropyl alcohol, is actually what is an ingredient in them. We don't know all the ingredients, otherwise we would have made our own. We were trying, trust me, because I learned about the isopropyl alcohol. Anyway, the ones that we recommend, I don't have it in my phone. I do, but I'm on my phone, so I can't send it to you. There is one that we know for a fact works. And I believe it's in a Dolphin container. It's blue. That one I know works for a fact. I know for a fact works because we have customers that actually use it. We were told about them by an old customer we have. We don't have them anymore, but they were doctors. And we found out about that through them because they were using it in their above ground pool. Their above ground pool got warmer than their neighbor across the street's in-ground pool that had a heater. And they didn't have a heater on their above ground. That's all they used with that was that liquid solar blanket. Yes, this particular liquid solar blanket that we recommend, yes, it does work. It works actually very well. The way it works is you get, you can buy it off of Amazon, and you use the recommended dosage per gallonage of your pool. So it tells you how much to use per like 10,000 gallons, or per the amount of gallons. I've never actually looked at a bottle, but I've been told that it goes by the gallonage of the pool. I'm not sure if it's per 10,000 or if they just do per the whole gallonage of the pool and you use this much per this much gallonage. But I know it does go by gallonage of the pool for the amount that you use, and it does work. And what it does is like it'll say, for a 30,000 gallon pool, put in this much to bring it up 2 degrees. For, to bring it up 6 degrees, you use this much. So it's not, you're not using like little drops, I can tell you that. So it's not cheap, but I'll tell you what I like about it, and they last 30 days. That's how long we've been told that they last 30 days. We have customers that have used it, and I'll tell you what, we put our hands in their water, we're like, oh my God, this water's warm. One of the things that I like about the liquid solar cover is if you've ever tried taking a solar cover off and putting it back on, oh, there you go. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Kim didn't use the one that we recommend though. So I don't know whether Kim's worked or not. I'm not sure. But the one that we recommend definitely works. If you've ever tried taking a solar blanket off and putting it back on the pool by yourself, I will take the liquid solar blanket anytime, because those blankets are a pain in the ass to take off and put on by yourself. Even with two people, they're not easy to do, especially on above ground. In grounds are not quite as hard. That you still need two people, but they're a real pain in the ass for above grounds. Real pain in the ass. We have two customers that have them on their above grounds, and it takes Tammy and I to take them off and put them on. So keep that in mind. Yeah, the liquid solars are pretty bad. The one that we recommend is good. Hun, she knows that. That's what we're talking about. But what Kim put in her pool is not the one we recommend. She had gotten that before we even said anything. The one that we use, I know works. Well, the one that we recommend, I know works. I don't know about the one that Kim used. I have no idea. So I can't really speak for that one. But the one that we have been recommending to people, I know works. Matter of fact, Patrick used it. Patrick got, I think, a 6-pack off of Amazon. I just don't remember the name of it. I know it's liquid. I think it's liquid solar blanket or something like that, but it's in like a dolphin. I think it's in a dolphin container, I believe. Tammy has a picture of it in her phone. I have a picture of it on my phone. I would just have to find it, but I'm on my phone to do this live, so I can't get in it right now. But Tammy has a picture of it on her phone. But yes, the liquid, the one that we recommend, I know works for a fact because we've had customers use it. So yes, it does work. And the other problem with the regular solar blankets, non-liquid, the physical solar blankets, over time, maybe it does work then. That's possible. Over time, and I can tell you this is happening to one of them right now. Actually, it's happening to two of them right now that are on their pools. Those covers, because of the hot, cold, and all the chemicals that they're in, especially the chlorine, they get very brittle and they start to rip. And then even the little bubbles that make it a solar blanket start to come off in your pool. So we're witnessing that right now with two of them. So that's another downfall to the actual cover. The liquid solar blankets are pretty badass. They're a brilliant idea, whoever came up with it. I hope that answers your question, Brenda. Any other questions, folks? Fire them out there. It's why we're here. Do me a favor, guys. Make sure, pool owners, spread the word that we're out here, that we do this. I want to try to get this. This Q&A live. You are very welcome, Brenda. I'm glad we could help. Trying to get this Q&A live to get more popular, so people are getting real world answers. Like I said, that's the whole reason we do this. So try to spread the word as much as you can that Crystal Vision Pools is out here, and that on the first of every month on our Crystal Vision Pools Facebook page that we do this live around 8 o'clock. And I want to try to get as many pool owners to know that we are out here doing this so they get the right answers as possible. Tired of people getting taken advantage of. And unfortunately, it's happening more and more in these days. Nose itch. Excuse me. Yeah, I figured tonight was going to be slow because I started it. I put the ad up like 6 o'clock, 6:15, so I knew this was going to be slow. I knew it wasn't going to be a real big show tonight. And that's okay. Another thing you guys want to make sure you're doing when you're Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome, Brenda. And the funny thing is, I got to give credit here. That was actually a customer of ours, and I was corrected. It was actually his wife's idea. Yeah, that's awesome. It's, and I'll tell you what, it works beautifully. We watch it every time we go over to Jimmy's house. We watch it. It was actually his wife's idea. I found out. Jimmy said, yeah, it was actually my wife's idea. Brilliant, brilliant idea. They're very, very good customers. They're actually awesome. Yeah, Jimmy's wife actually came up with that idea. Brilliant, brilliant idea. We've actually watched it. It does not get stuck to the skimmer at all. Goes right by it. It's such a genius idea. But you know what? That's what's cool about our customers. Our customers come up with cool ideas and then they tell us about them. We're like, oh shit, hell yeah. We tell our other customers. It's awesome. You know, I can't think of everything, unfortunately. Oh, anyway, where I was going with what I was saying before Brenda's comment. When you call these places, service companies I'm talking about right now. When you call these service companies, if you're not calling us, call some of these service companies and ask them what all's included in their closings, their openings. Ask them what chemicals they use. Ask them what chemicals they use. And you may be very surprised at their answers. If they tell you they use a chem kit, they're junk. They're not. That's not a professional way to close a pool. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit who sees this and who says, oh, you're full of shit. No, it's not. It's not a professional way to close a pool. I would never use a chem kit to close or open a pool. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I use what I was taught from the very beginning. Liquid chlorine and algicide. 60% algicide. And I use certain amounts depending on certain pools. But ask them what all they do. Ask them what all's included. Ask them if chemicals are included. Because a lot of them are going to tell you they are, but they're really not. Some of them will tell you they're not. Tammy has called a lot of these places. And guess what? A lot of them do less than half of what we do. For closings and openings. All right? And a lot of them have packages. We don't have a package. We open your pool, we close your pool. We do everything. That's it. A lot of these companies have packages. And the packages are confusing as hell. They'll say, if you pay this much, this is included. If you pay this much, we'll do this, but then this is $100 extra, $150. Some of them don't even clean your grids. It's an extra $100, anywhere from $100 to we've seen upwards of $175 to clean your grids if you have DE, or your cartridges if you have cartridge. That's extra charge for some of them. Now for us, that's included. All right? Chemicals are included. Closing and opening chemicals are included. A vac is included. We vacuum your pool at opening. We vacuum your pool at closing. In-ground and above, does not matter. We vacuum your pool. Ask another company if they do that. They're going to tell you that's extra. 9 out of 10, we're going to tell you that's extra. So be vigilant, guys. Make sure you're asking these companies what's included in their openings and closings. And then ask them their prices. What you're going to find out is we're priced pretty fairly for everything we do. Yeah, we're expensive. We're more than a lot of these companies are. But we do a lot more than a lot of these companies. And I'm going to tell you something. There's some companies out there that are a lot more than us that don't do as much as we do. I won't name them, but I know two right off the bat. I'm not going to name them because I'm just not. But I know one of them that's probably, for closings right now, is probably up in the $1,500 to $1,600 range. Because he was about between 13 and 14 2 years ago. And I know that for a fact. He's down in the Percy area. And I know him because I went to school with him. And through a mutual friend of ours who also owns a pool company, my buddy Dave, who also owns a pool company, is the one that told me what this other cat's prices is. He's like, yeah, he's charging. I went, seriously? Is that a season? He goes, no, that's for his closings. It was either closings or openings, I forget. But it was like $1,400 back then. So, and as a matter of fact, that was, I believe, during COVID. I believe that was during COVID. Because I remember we were in the middle of of telling Governor Wolf he was an idiot for trying to shut us down because he can't. Because we had to be considered essential. But anyway, yeah, he was like between 13 and 1,400. But I think he was 13. He was either 13 or 14.75 were his openings. Guys, better be vigilant, man. I'm telling you, you better watch who you're dealing with. Because some of these places, they're jacking their prices up and they're not doing even half of what we do. So, all right. So, anyway, anybody else have any questions? It's 20 after 8. I'm sorry, 20 of 9. Sorry, read that wrong. 20 of 9. Does anybody have any more questions? Do 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 do. I'm mesmerized by the ceiling fan. Don't ask. Don't ask. Been out of the sun too long. With the temperatures cooling down a little bit, you guys are going to start using a little less chlorine. Your chlorine's going to start lasting a little longer. Keep that in mind. Okay? I do believe I heard, I haven't checked, but I haven't checked for myself, but I heard the temperatures are supposed to start going up again next week. That's what I heard. I haven't looked, so I don't know. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get rolling. Everybody left. Ooh, excuse me, pig. Everybody have a great night. Thank you, Brenda, for the questions, or the question. And we will see everybody on the next Q&A, which will be the 1st of next month. Everybody have an awesome night. Be safe. We'll talk to you all soon. Get booked for your closings. Get booked for your winter services, your winter repairs. Get booked as soon as you can. All right? Everybody have an awesome night. Please be safe. We'll talk to you all. Thank you again for everybody's support. If you would like to get booked with Crystal Vision Pools, contact Tammy with your full name, location, city and state, please, pictures of the pool and the filter system, and what service or services you are requesting. All right. send them in a text to 610-780-3614 or in an email to cvpoolpros@gmail.com. If you must call because you don't have texting or email, we still need all the other information. Obviously, you can't send the pictures. We still need all the other information, and you need to leave us a message if Tammy does not answer. If you do not leave us a message, a voicemail, you will not get a call back, I promise you. Okay? But in your voicemail, please leave all that info. All right? Everybody have an awesome night. Everybody please be safe, enjoy, and we will see you all soon. Have a great weekend coming up. Later.